testing, testing, testing. Right, it's showtime. It's showtime. And I want to say this from the bottom of my heart. Thank y'all so much. Look at this crowd. It's nice. My wife know I'm crazy, so she, after 39 years, she understands. And I just want you all to know that what this is about tonight is reestablishing jazz at the YMI Culture Center. And when I say reestablishing jazz, I'm talking about we used to have a youth jazz band. We used to have the students learning, and we used to have some of everybody at the YMI Culture Center. You know, the YMI is a culture center. Jazz is a part of that. 18 to 92, the YMI had a jazz band. A lot of you don't know that, but if you Google it, you can see the band. And the letterhead on our new LLC, Real and Smooth Jazz of Asheville, LLC. It's a creation designed to support the jazz at the YMI Culture Center, but also to make sure that we have people like Kayla Waters that continue to visit our town. We need some jazz in Asheville, so thank y'all so much. And I can tell you right now, we ain't make no money tonight because we got Kayla Waters here, so that's a problem. That's a problem within itself. But I'm going to tell you something. I have a lot of great friends here. And I'm going to tell you like Attorney Ferguson told me, everybody in here is absolutely important. If you read the sign on your table, you'll see the people that went out their way and made an extra contribution as sponsors. And they speak for themselves. But I left two off. And I didn't leave them off. It's just they had printed it. But one of the best friends I have in this town and his wife, they run the Biltmore Estate. They are some of the most wonderful people. When the YMI was dead, they gave us $50,000 to put our roof on. This is my friend Deanie Pickering and Chuck Pickering. I want to acknowledge them because they have proven so often. They have proven so often. And the history of the YMI, you need to do your history to learn it, of the relationship between Biltmore State and the YMI. The two slaves that bought the Biltmore bought the YMI from George Vanderbilt to allow it to be able to succeed. We got a responsibility. This is not 1892. This is not 2005. This is not 95 when they tried to steal the YMI. This is the new day. The YMI has been refurbished, and I'm telling you, you're going to absolutely love it. Thank you to all the people that support it. But this is a different YMI Culture Center that we're going to support. And I promise you, everything we're going to do, we're going to be like tonight. So I got my buddies back here. They're great friends for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kayla Waters Band.
Thank you. How y'all doing tonight? My name is Kim Waters, and I play the saxophone. It's great to be here in Asheville, North Carolina. I want to thank my good buddy for many, many years, Mr. Gene Ellison, for having us here tonight. We're going to have some fun. I have a key that's sticking, so I got to fix it real quick. We're going to have some fun tonight. It's going to be a good time, and thank y'all for coming out. This is more of an intimate setting for the Orange Peel, from what I understand. But I appreciate it, and I think it came out very nice, don't you? Before I continue, I want to introduce these guys behind me. They've been with me all my career, almost 40 years. On bass, this is my brother, James Waters, on bass. On keys, with little issues going on over there, Mr. Al Smith on keys. On drums, Mr. Greg Granger on drums. We play, we're all jazz musicians, but our shows are more contemporary, so you can scream and clap if you want. It's not that type of sit down and cross your legs type of jazz. So do what you want to do. If we're going to have fun with you, the more energy you give me, the more I'm going to play, so. Alfred in the house. That's Vic. Where are you at? I heard that voice. There he is, my boy Vic. Came all the way from Alfreda to see this show. Yeah. We're going to slow it down because I just played a lot of notes very fast. And I'm going to slow it down and do something that you're familiar with. The first two songs were from my latest CD that's titled That Special Touch. And the last song was my new hit that's on the radio now called House Call. You'll hear it on Watercolors XM if you listen to that station. This is a song that goes back to the 1970s by a famed group. I'm hearing music from somewhere. Oh, okay. Anyway, this goes back to the 70s, a group called Rolls Royce. And this song is called Love Don't Live Here Anymore. Y'all know that song? All right, we're going to do it for you. Love Don't Live Here Anymore. Okay. I got good news for you. And I got some bad news. Okay, bad news first. Last week we were in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Charlotte, North Carolina. And you know, we did this song almost like we did it now, but it's always different because you play something different every time you play. But I'll tell you, when the band built it up like they just did, and they broke it down like they just did, and I held that note. But there's one thing different that happened. When I held that note in Charlotte like this, the lights started flickering. Pictures were falling off the wall. And I was just, you know, when I hold the note, I have to hold my eyes closed so I can concentrate. So I'm saying that to say this. I'm not trying to be in competition with them or nothing. But here's the good news. I'm a nice guy. And I believe in second chances. So this is what I'm going to do for you. We're going to build this thing up one more time. And the band's going to break it down one more time. And I'm going to hold that note. This time I'm going to hold that note long as hell. And I want to see these lights flickering. That big fan going to start spinning faster. If it don't happen, I'm going to talk to Gene and we're going to head over to the Wicked Weed for happy hour. All right, don't let me down. Don't let me, because you know musicians are sensitive. Very sensitive. So, the ball's in your court. That's all I got to say. You ready? Let's go, band. Okay, I'm going to keep playing. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you know anything about me and my career, and you read the back of all of my, trying to think how many albums I have out, 28. Thank you. Then you would know that I am a proud father of two of the most beautiful twins in the world. And I'm so happy to see both of them continue to grow and prosper day after day. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing to see it. And now to share the stage with one of my daughters. She has 5 #1 hits out. She's the first African female to have a #1 on Billboard for 8 weeks. And her twin sister sitting here in front. Wave hello, Kimberly. I'm so proud of both of them. It's you know, it's surreal because you hear a lot of these fathers and daughters, and like the Nat King Cole, whose daughter never got to share the stage with him, and the Hathaway, Layla Hathaway never got to share the stage with her daddy. And I'm honored to be living and sharing the stage with my daughter. With that being said, welcome to the stage, Kayla Waters.
be right back, but please give it up for my dad, Mr. Kim Waters. 5-minute intermission. Oh, bring you up. Come on, Uncle Gene.
Stop the show. Gene Ellis is coming
Mr.
up.
Asheville is coming on stage. Come on. That was a workout for me. You good?
Look, man, we got to get some more hired help. I'm going to tell you, y'all give this man a nice hand. Give him a nice hand. You know, Kim Waters, he's never said nothing I've asked for him. That's the absolute truth. Back in the 90s when the YMI we were trying to save it, they were about to close it, who came to our rescue? Mr. Kim Waters. He came up, and my buddy who was Ralph Campbell, our state auditor, we all had it, and raised enough money to pay some bills to keep the YMI open. We needed somebody for Goombay, who was out in the park. It was the first time that Goombay was in the city park. And you know, Friday night, Saturday, Kim Waters band putting on the show. He tried to set me on fire that night. We won't talk about that tonight. That's a long story. There's a couple people. There's some people here.
What year was that?
We're gonna leave that alone.
What year?
But listen. They've been coming to Asheville so much. We want to do something special for them. And this is the inaugural event of my LLC that's creating jazz to support Asheville. I want them to leave here with something. And so as soon as John, as slow as he is, get here, John, today. Come on, John, bring me something. So listen, bring it, John. Bring all of it. Just come. I can't sing. I know people hate me and give me a hard time. And I want y'all to know one thing. I do practice law. This is on the side. This is at 4 o'clock in the morning when Angela's asleep. It's all good. It's all good. Don't call my office about no jazz. I don't do free consultations either. John. Just stand here and this is John. You got to get it back in. So listen, I wanted them to have something to remember Asheville by and to remember this event. So I was able to find some black statues somewhere in the United States of black musicians, and each one of them are going to receive a statue playing their instrument. Give them a nice hand. Let me see. I tell you what, I was going to make him last, but let's make him first. Now listen, my man, Kim Waters.
I'm honored, Gene. Thank you so much. He's nowhere near as handsome as me, but I'll take it.
You know, tonight the most important thing that my pocket was handsome. and I tell you one thing, he don't play till he paid. So listen, the most difficult, the smallest, if you go and Google Greg Granger and the word pearl, he represents pearl drums, the greatest drums in the world. Now try to make this guy happy. And they don't have pearls around this town. I got 10 people on standby. I probably had 8 sets of drums here before we found a set that he would play. But I'm gonna tell you, you might know him as the Granger Brothers. You might know him for playing for Whitney Houston. But I'm gonna tell you something. This crew right here, this is what he's really known for. He is Greg Granger of the Kim Waters Band. And I tell you, come here, Greg, come here. I'm waiting on you, brother. You're taking too long. So listen, you can't see it that good, but that's a whole set of drums with my man playing. Look, for you, brother.
We got the symbol too. Got the
Oh,
symbol. Got the symbol.
oh yeah, we had to get them symbols. You don't use a regular set either. You got to have 7 sets. They got to be very special.
Thank you, Gene.
Anything for you, Greg?
He looks better than I do, so yeah.
Well, it's still early. Help me, let me get through this. So listen, this is Kim's brother. I'm gonna tell you, ladies, if you're single, he about as cool as they come. But he is as stubborn as a mule. All I'm telling you, there's no better bass player in America. There's no greater guy that I know other than his brother, my good friend, bass man James Waters. That's you, baby.
Always a pleasure, man.
You know, these are not just musicians, these are my friends. And Ken Waters and I met at the beach over 30 years ago. He had 2 kids, I had 2 kids. I was down watching, the trial lawyers were there, and Sweet Dreams was playing a private party for us. And a little fella walked in there and took over. I mean, when I say took over, coffee got out the way. And Ken Waters took over. So we went upstairs to our private party. And this little fella shows up again. Got CDs handing out and talking about who he was. I said, well, what you doing? I said, well, you know, we down for a lawyer's meeting, but we going to stay here for a week. He said, well, look, me and my wife and children, we down here for a week. So we rented a party bus. And for 7 days, we had the best time of our life with our children. We would drive up to a place in the bus, and it would be for children. They would go and we'd party on the bus. So then we stop at a grown-up place. We go out and they partied on the bus. And I'm going to tell you something. We have been friends ever since. I mean this from my absolute heart. My wife knows it. My sons know it. Mutton Jeff, she calls us. But I tell you one thing you can't call us. Nothing less than first class. That's Ken Waters. That's my guy. I say if you do it right, you please everybody. If you go first class, you won't make nobody mad. And so keep it simple. That's what this is all about tonight. So look. Okay. Now listen. Y'all don't believe this. But this is the master right here. Keyboard man, Al Smith. Come here, Al. Look here. If you go to Atlanta, this is the man that controls all the smooth jazz in Buckhead and around Alpharetta and around it. If you playing and you want to play, if you don't know this man, you ain't playing. But I say this, and I told Ken Waters this, and I mean this. We were at a place last weekend called Thompson's Hotel on the rooftop. He was playing. And I called him over. I said, well, you know what? You the man behind the scene nobody pay a whole lot of attention to, but you carving out, you running this whole show. He's just like Quincy Jones. This is Al Smith. It's you, bro. That's you, bro. That's you. So now, I know that's kind of male-ish. That's over with, right? Is the male stuff over? Yes. All right. All right. So I have to do something because there's 2 of them. So Kimberly, Wakefield's waiting to help you. Come this way. And so, come here. Where is Kayla? Right, well, Kayla. Now, these are like my daughters. They are friends. Let's give Kayla a hand. She's getting ready to get married. She's getting ready to get married. So, y'all won't make the party, but I'll tell you a secret. We're going to be in Rhode Island. It's going to be November. November 12th is her day. November 11th. Which one? 11th. November 12th is her day. Give her a great hand. That's awesome. Now, I'll be honest with you. The guy has gone on a preliminary review. But the Board of Law examiners haven't met. And so we'll render opinion. But if she smiles like this and what Kim says about him, he's going to be a great addition to the team. So we welcome. So these are my girls. And so for you, because you miss music. That's yours. Let them see. That's her. Give her a hand. And so they're twins. And I said, I can't give Kayla something, not give Kim. You know, my sisters Martha and Mary are twins. I don't call one without calling the other because they talk about you. But listen. Y'all need to know this young lady. She's not into music, but she is definitely into style. She's in creation. She's into fashion, internal design. But I'm going to tell you something. Every time I see her, she look like money. From head to toe. Look at her. Y'all give her nice hands, Kimberly. And I tell you, I'm going to do this, but Penny, stand up, Penny. Stand up. This is their mother. Stand up, Penny. Let me tell you something. You know, there's a man paying money for special pennies, but I thought about you. I said, but we're going to keep you. We ain't going to let him have a penny. But this is the Waters family, and what a wonderful family. So tonight, the star of the dress and make them look good and make us all look good, I wanted her sister to have the same thing she has. And so you got it. It's yours. It's yours. And I tell you, this is important because we take a lot of things for granted. But we don't take them coming here helping us for granted. Tell them, give them a nice hand. You got the same thing. No, Wakefield right here. Wakefield. No, Wake's got this. Wake's got it all. Like I said, they family, man. Ain't nothing secret. All right, we got it. Somebody, wait. Can you take that, John?
Okay.
All right, good. So look, we're gonna wrap this up so Kim and them can finish their show. But I can't say enough about thanking all of you for being. I mean that from my heart. Like Ferguson said, absolutely everybody in here is special. But this is a special thing, and I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna remember this night because we are recreating and putting the jazz back into the YMI Culture Center. Now, what does that mean? That means that some night we're gonna see a great musician in the auditorium at the YMI, and we'll be having dinner there just like this. That makes sense, don't it? Does that not make sense? And to have a youth jazz band and young people learning and making a contribution. A culture center, that's what it's about, culture. Our job is the jazz. Kim Waters, we got this covered, don't we?
Yes, sir.
My man, Kim Waters, give him a hand.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you. And listen, thank everybody. Orange Peel, give the Orange Peel a hand. They didn't have to do this. Liz Talent, Pat Whalen's daughter, who runs this, and all the staff here, absolutely first class. You know, I used to own the Ritz, and we used to have jazz deal, but I'm going to tell you, these guys are pros. Anybody can come to the Orange Peel and play. Commodores you used to get for $5. For Kim Waters, it's $100. See ya.
Once again, Mr. Gene Ellison, y'all.
Commodores, $5. Kim Waters.
I'm going to go back and do a couple hits of mine from the past. This was called Go Go Smooth. Thank you so much. Once again for Kayla Waters.
I'll be back in a second.
I'm going to break it down and do a slow song, and then we'll bring Kayla right back. But before that, Gene was up here talking about his nieces, and I'm going to talk about my nephews for a minute. Wakefield or Jefferson, where's they at? There's Wakefield over there. Where's Jefferson? He back there eating a burger? No, I know them since they were little boys at the same time, and I've watched them grow up, and I can't be more proud of them and their success, and just two great young men doing great things for the community and making their mark in society. So Gene gave honor to my daughters. I want to give honor to his son, so give them a round of applause. Well, he didn't know I was a ball player when I first met him. You know, he wanted to take me out on the court, so I said, all right, I'm going to take this little youngin' out there and show him what it's all about. I was good till he got to be about 14 or 15. He was just a little bit too long for me, and I couldn't get around him. But once again, great gentlemen. We're going to slow it down and do a song. This was a big hit by a group called, I think, Atlantic Star. This is called Send For Me. Please welcome back Kayla Waters.
I do a little talking. I didn't do no talking this time. I just got right to business. But it's always a pleasure to play with my dad. I've been looking up to him since I was a little girl. Started playing piano at 6. And my dad, he's a great guy. He's a wonderful father. And, he's been on the road all of his life, all of my life. I'll be 34 this year, but, he's always made time for my sister and I, and he's just a great dad, and I really appreciate him. Yeah. So, a lot of people are new to me and new to my artistry, new to my music, but I actually have 3 albums out, and the first 2 pieces you heard me play were off of my latest album, Presence. We did Undulation, and we did Oceans of Love, and we're gonna do one of my big hits. This came out a couple years ago. Some of you may recognize this tune, but it's called Zephyr, and Zephyr is another word for fresh wind or fresh breeze, so hope you guys enjoy.
Kayla Waters, y'all.
Please give it up for Alan on keys. My Uncle James on bass. Well, all of them are my uncles. My Uncle Greg on drums. My dad, Kim Waters on sax. Thank you all so much. We love you. Well, if y'all want one more, I don't want nobody sitting down. Y'all gotta stay up.
James Waters on bass. Greg Granger on drums. Alan Smith on keys. And the one and only Kayla Waters. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Kim Waters Band. Special guest, Kayla Waters. Nice hand. All right, listen, thank you all so much. I neglected one good thing. I had 2 city councilmen here that were going to help me give out the award, but they were not at their appointed place, so that's their fault. My good friends, Sandra Kilgore and Miss Antoinette Mosley, give them a nice hand. And look, you know our Sheriff Miller. Thank you, Sheriff Miller, for being here. And thank all of you. I could name you all, but thank you so much. Very awesome, guys. My God.